Okay, folks, my name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area and extremely excited to be before you today. Somebody thought very highly of you to invite you onto this private webinar. So it is my job to impart to you some information that we believe is really the greatest opportunity for the average person like you and I to take advantage of. And again, I'm super excited to be before you. Before we get started, I definitely want to bring to light some of our great leaders that we have. We're all a part of the Wealth Builders Worldwide Leadership team, and that team is headed up by a gentleman by the name of Ty Best. He's an international network marketing Hall of Famer, so he's definitely somebody that is heading up the team and has a tremendous amount of experience in this arena. He, along with Mike Dalco, Dr. Sergio Raziel, and others, we're also a part of the union leadership as well with Tony Dublin, who actually brought this to the table, Rodney Roach, Kevin Robinson, Cameron Gamble, and others. And again, my name is Al Murray, and I will be your presenter today. We hope not to keep you too long on here, but really to share some important information with you in an effort that you will do what we did when we saw it, and that's take advantage of it. So before I get started, I just want to try to set your mindset real quick and just ask that you, in light of the way sometimes we can take a look at things for the very first time with a very, very critical eye or ear and judgment, if you will. What I want you to do is kind of relax, let your guard down, and just imagine the things that I'm about to share with you this afternoon working for you like they're working for so many around the world today. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is introduce a video. Most of us know Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's talking about the value of gold, the marketplace, and cryptocurrency. We'll then move into a short clip on the ecosystem with the KCB coin. And then I will move into a PowerPoint presentation, and then we'll open up for any questions. So with that, folks, we truly appreciate you being here. And let me go ahead and cue up the video and get this started.
And we're seeing all these other banks, their cash to deposit ratio is atrocious. Where do you see this ending up in the next few years?
Well, like I said, it's anytime they've printed, fake money, it's never ended well. Never. Not in the history of the world. So you look at Venezuela, which is one of the richest countries in the world, it's corruption, and they print money, so that now they have the petrol coin right out of Venezuela. Well, if you're a crook, the crypto's a crook too. You know what I mean? It doesn't. You just have to look at the source of all this stuff. I think it's the most exciting time. But I will say this to most people, because I'm an old guy. Having started 2 mines myself, one silver, one gold, one in Argentina, one in Japan, China. It's a lot cheaper to buy gold and silver. I didn't have to raise $27 million and then have the Chinese government steal my mine. You know what I mean? It's like, I could have just bought gold and silver with $27 million, probably worth $50 million today, So I like to keep things simple and not think too much. That's why I like God's money, gold, 79, silver, atomic number 47. It'll be here when the cockroaches are dead. That's all I think about. Okay.
Absolutely. And just finishing it off, of course.
No ETFs. I don't trust anything. Yeah, no paper, gold and silver. Okay.
And a very good point to make as we wrap it up. And of course, gold and silver are wealth insurance. So if people are looking at it as a quick investment to make money fast, that's stupid, and you shouldn't do that. You should actually look into why gold and silver have been valuable for so long.
Right. I don't ever sell gold and silver. I just every year, every month, I acquire more. And it got to be a big problem because I had to ship it to other countries because I didn't want somebody coming stealing it from me. And I don't keep them in banks. But I never sell. And that.
Hey, it's Ross Hamilton, and I am here at a house that should probably be torn down. Don't worry. What I'm going to show you has nothing to do with fixing houses. You can actually make a fortune.
Drives people crazy, and they go, well, how do you not sell if you're buying the stuff, I said, well, I use fiat currency to make money.
Yeah.
And I use debt. I borrow to buy assets. And they go, well, how do you do that? I said, education. You got to practice, you know. I play Monopoly every single day. But I use fake money to play Monopoly, and with Monopoly, I buy real money, which is gold and silver.
And don't forget cash flow. And obviously, as we end this off, we are at the Red Pill Expo in Spokane, Washington at the moment. And I just wanted you to finish it off, Mr. Kiyosaki, by talking about what brought you to the Red Pill Expo and your work with Mr. J. Edward Griffin.
That's a good question. I'm here because of J. Edward Griffin. I call him Sir. You know, I've promoted him. I've knighted him. But he looks like a knight, doesn't he? He's a very elegant man, and it was his book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, which was one of the pieces of the puzzle that kind of, I said, how in the world are these guys manipulating the entire global monetary system? And his book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, was about the Federal Reserve Bank, founded in 1913, the same year the Taxation Department was founded, ironically. And so when I read Edward Griffin's books, I'm here for Ed Griffin, but I find it interesting being here because there's a lot of people who are not happy. Yeah. I mean, this room is packed with people. I mean, it's expensive, you know, like $500 to get in. It's time, 5 days. You gotta sit there and listen to boring people, all have something to say. But a lot of people are disturbed, either angry, afraid, pissed off, what do you want to call it? And they're just sitting out there. I'm going, just buy gold and silver and don't worry about it.
Very optimistic guy. I appreciate you talking with us today, and we hope to talk with you again. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you. Like what you see here, WAM? Don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe.
The Carrot Coin Bank is not just a federal crypto bank, but an important part of a big worldwide Carrot Gold ecosystem, together with individual countries and citizens. The blockchain-based Carrot Coin Bank issues a stable coin, 100% gold-plated, and manages the KBC pot, which represents the already sold KBC coins. Transaction fees from all over the world will go to all holders of KBC coins. Individual countries can issue a country-specific coin, a type of bond that represents a plot of land into which the transaction fees of the respective countries flow. A country can buy stable coins from the Carrot Coin Bank. For this, the country must deposit the respective stable coins with its own gold as collateral. The corresponding amount of stable coins is transferred to the country and can be sold to the citizens. The transaction fees go both into the pot of their country if existing and into the KBC pot. If a transaction takes place between two countries, the fees will be shared and split equally in both pots and also into the KBC pot. There are even more features that we offer. Use ATMs for the withdrawal of stable coins and the receipt of cash gold. Pay in stores through payment terminals that support and replace any old and accept stable coins and other cryptocurrencies. Use Carrot Pay that supports the new blockchain and enables online payments. Or an exchange platform, CarrotBit, for the exchange of stable and speculative coins, other cryptocurrencies, and fiat. Be a part of a revolutionary worldwide Carrot Gold ecosystem already today. Visit our website, carrotcoinbank.io.
Okay, folks, there you have it. I apologize for a few technical difficulties there, but kind of has been indicative of the day. But nevertheless, we're going to move forward and we're going to share this in a manner in which you can get it. So again, we're here to talk about the KBC coin, the KBC coin, and we want to welcome you to our webinar. Before we actually get started, we want to make a quick disclaimer. We're here today to share information only that has been helpful to others. We want to share the facts in a manner that would allow you to make an independent decision on your own. A good rule of thumb is never to invest money that will hurt you to lose. Now, what I want to do is just give you a little bit of history. We talked about some of the awesome leaders that we have that are part of this organization, that lead up this organization. However, the majority of us here on the line today came as a result of this very first meeting right here, the DMV Wealth Builders Association. You see me in the top left-hand corner here. This is Steve Coates, his partner Lewis Young, or our partner Lewis Young. These two are partnered, however, in a large construction company. They do a lot of real estate investment deals around the DMV area and outside of the DMV area as well. This is Mr. Young's father, who's retired as part of the team as well. Tony Dublin, who actually brought this to the table. And we sat down, we discussed, we saw something that we liked, we jumped on board, and the rest has been history. We're part of one of the fastest growing teams in the history of this company, and just truly excited about what's going on here today, and excited to have you on the line. Now, this is what we're here to talk about, the KBC coin. If someone introduced you to this company saying that we've got a great history of cryptocurrency, we absolutely do. And what I want to do is just give you a little bit of history. I'm not sure what your knowledge level is with regards to cryptocurrency, but this is what our Congress had to say about cryptocurrency. They actually called it the future of money, and it's something that we're really excited about, because I want you to just remember this. They're calling cryptocurrencies the future of money. We're going to come back to this statement a little bit later. Now, this clip actually comes off of our website, and I just want you to see what it says here: the central bank for the new world currency, folks. And that's what is this is something that I'm truly excited about. And when we put this slide together, folks, we were in a pre-sale. So we just want to let you know that pre-sale is almost over. It actually ends today. And we're excited to move forward to our next phase, because as of tomorrow, this coin will be available to every single person under the sound of my voice. And we're all just ecstatic about it. So let me just give you a little bit of history. This all started with one of the best ICOs ever to hit the cryptocurrency arena. The KBC coin, which is backed by gold, is the very first coin of its own to be backed by gold. And we're truly excited about it, because this coin, along with the new KCB coin, they work in conjunction with one another. They balance off of one another. As they add more gold value to this coin, it comes from the KCB, which the KBC is the bank coin. I really want you to really understand that. This company opened up the very first cryptocurrency bank in the history of cryptocurrency. And this is what I love, is there are so many firsts that this company is doing, because they're breaking ground in the cryptocurrency space, and we're doing it with such a bang, because we're doing something that's never ever been done before, introducing coins, ICO coins, to the marketplace that are backed by gold, that are backed by bank, fully functional and licensed cryptocurrency bank, the first of its kind around the world. So understand, folks, this is not a fly-by-night company. This company has offices in Hong Kong, Dubai, Singapore, safes to store the gold in Switzerland, bank down in Miami, Florida, and we're excited to be a part of it. So one thing I really want to do is, as I tell you a little bit more about the KBC, is I want you to know that it was audited by one of the top companies in the world, PricewaterhouseCoopers. So let's just talk a little bit about who they are, because they said some great things about this company, and you can take their word rather than take mine. I like the fact that there's so much third-party documentation about what we're doing here. So understand that PwC is headquartered out of London. Okay, and also know that Vault Accounting 50 has ranked PwC as the most prestigious accounting firm in the world for 7 consecutive years, as well as the top firm to work with in America, North America, for the last 3 consecutive years. They have a network that is operating in over 158 countries, 743 different locations, over 200,000 employees, and just last year alone, they did over $37.7 billion in revenue, folks. But I think what's most impressive is this thing right here, number 9. It says PwC provides services to 420 out of 500 Fortune 500 companies. So what that's saying is 422 of the Fortune 500 companies use this company for services, folks, and so does ours. I love that, okay? I love that. That's something I can really wrap myself around. Now, here's what I really want you to see here. This is a part of the audit and the valuation that was done on the KBC coin. That I say that because, you know, this is, again, a first, because no other cryptocurrency coin could ever have a valuation, because they aren't backed by anything. whereas we bought the KBC coin backed by gold, folks. And what I just really want to share with you folks is this is what the accountant said right down here. Now, there's some great information in here, like ultimately the coin will be backed by a tenth of a gram of gold, which is worth over $7, about $67 USD. You know, they talked about the future value of the coin here, but here's what I really want to stick to, folks. I just really want to underpromise and overdeliver. The accountant therefore determines the KBC token at $1.32 and confirms the content and the future price of $10.68 per token. Okay, now that excites a ton of folks on this line today because, you know, we made some very good investments in taking part in this ICO, folks. But here's the thing, it's something bigger to come. And I just want to give you again, you know, you can go to the blockchain, you can check all of this information out, and you can look it up for yourself. This is etherscan.io, and basically you just put the ticker letters up here and you can research any coin you want. You can come here and see the KBC 12 billion coins was produced. This company sold 12 billion coins in 4 months, folks. It was a record. Okay, it's something huge. So now we have this KCB coin. You can see here with the KBC coin that it was over 24,000 different addresses that actually took possession of this coin. It was transferred out to almost 90,000. And what I like about this is you can look at the documentation, folks, because it beats the conversation all day long. What you can do is see here the transactions and how they were taking place, the quantity of coins that was bought. You can go back at any particular day. And I like this day particular because it shows the value and what people think of this coin. Over 1 million coins bought there, 200,000 coins, 74,000, 2,200. You know, you see just, you know, hundreds of thousands of coins being purchased, folks. And that just lets you know that this wasn't just a little phenomenon. Folks, this was sold through a small group of folks in this organization, about 500,000 affiliates. And we're able to do some record things here, folks. So understand now, we're talking about the KCB. It's the newest project. That coin is backed by the very first cryptocurrency bank housed in Miami, and we're excited. So let's talk a little bit about the company itself. Karatbars International. The company is founded in Stuttgart, Germany, launched in 2011. So we're not talking about a fly-by-night company. We're talking about a company that has a track record. Not only just a track record, but how about this? The world leader in production of both production and sales of secure, transactionable 24-karat bullion, folks. And this company is debt-free, 100% debt-free. I like that, folks. And we're going to come back to that debt-free in just a moment. It's an e-commerce company. So some folks say, hey, man, it's one of those pyramid deals. You know, I like to say, hey, man, pyramids are illegal. You know, you can't put pyramids, you know, pyramids can't ship gold around the world. You know, pyramids can't get licensed to do business in 125 different countries now. I heard even actually 126,000 different companies. Before all this ICO came about, the company already had over $100 million in sales and gold, shipping gold around the world to different folks and households around the world, folks. It's an exciting thing. Understand, just earlier this year, the company came out with this thing called CaratPay. Many of us has probably heard of a company called PayPal, Square Cash app, and basically what CaratPay is that it does the same thing that those companies do. However, it's all backed in gold, folks. The money is backed. Your transactions are backed in gold. Your transactions actually have more value than what the paper that they're printed on. Unlike the regular currency that you're using today, the fiat currency. So we're excited about that. Know that you're right at the beginning of the second wave of this whole transference of wealth here. Basically, what you should be doing now is positioning yourself. We're looking for partners to expand globally, and that's what's happening, folks. And I just want to let you see this slide here. This is the main business district in Germany, folks, where Karatbars is the second largest company in Germany. They're positioned and poised right across the street from the headquarters of Mercedes-Benz. We're excited, folks, because it's a tremendous amount of things going on with this company, and you're in the right place at the right time. And the wrong thing to do would be to close your mind to what I'm about to share with you today. So I'm asking you to keep it open, uncross those arms, and digest this information so you can make a great decision for you and your family, folks. Harold Seitz, the owner, the founder, the CEO, the visionary of this company. He's been featured in many, many magazines. They call him the King of Gold. As you can see right there, he's an author. Here's that that those terms again, those few words, the future of money. He wrote this book about 6 years ago, and we just saw what Congress was calling cryptocurrency, the future of money, folks. But what I really appreciate about this slide is it delineates the mission statement of this awesome gentleman here, Mr. Harold Seitz. And let me read this. I want to take my time and read this, folks, because I respect this so much. My mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that Karatbars helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. Okay, now we said something a little early. We said that this company was debt free. Now this company is debt free, but it possesses its very own bank that owns a mine worth over $900 million with $3.5 billion worth of gold in that mine. Folks, I mean, we're talking about a phenomenal thing that we have a chance to be a part with. You know, when you're talking about being relieved or finding financial freedom through the current system of debt, folks, what he's talking about is the fact that he's a debt-free company. Some of us work for companies that are laden with debt. We live in a country right now, the United States of America, who is very much indebted, okay? But we're talking about a company right here, Karatbars, that is debt-free, and they've got a CEO that is willing to help you do something that he's already done. If his company is debt-free, folks, what do you think about him? You know? So this is definitely a mission that I can wrap myself around. So you say, well, okay, well, what does Karatbars do? Karatbars, what they simply do is they help people save in gold. Basically, what they do is they help you take regular dollars, regular money that is not backed by anything, okay? And they help you invest that money in a tangible asset that you can own, that you can write off, that you can still own the asset. And folks, it's just a beautiful thing, folks. What people are doing all around the country today is they're buying these things right here. They're buying these things right here. What this is this gold, okay? And I really want you to kind of see that right there if you could, but understand that that is gold, folks. And what we're showing folks how to do is we're showing them how to take, you know, we're working with folks that are already saving money. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not already saving money, then you should be saving something, okay? But the thing of it is where do you save it? I talked to a lady today, not today, but earlier this week, and a close family member of mine, and she's she's lived a rough life, and she was excited because she's driving Uber now, and she's establishing for the very first time, a bank account, you know, and she's excited about that. And she's like, okay, well, you know, I'm saving money and I'm excited. And I'm just trying to share to her, you know, what the vehicle she's actually saving in is not necessarily the best vehicle out here. And sometimes it's hard to explain to people about things that they're not willing to open their mind to. So I really want you to understand what I'm about to share with you today. Let's just say that you are saving $300 a month, okay? Rather than take that whole $300 now and put it into your savings account or your savings vehicle, what have you, what we want to encourage you to do is take about $80, $75 out and buy some of this right here with it. Okay, purchase some of this right here with it, okay? Because what that does is now what you're doing is you're inflation proofing your money. What you're actually doing now is you're taking this money and you got something that's going to save and earn value for you. Understand, we're buying this, we're writing it off, so it's helping us with our largest expense, which is taxes, and we're owning the asset, folks. Understand what I just said. That's why they call us wealth builders worldwide, because we're showing people how to acquire gold in the cheapest form and manner available. You know, if you find something better and easier, show me, okay? Because I'm willing to acquire gold if you can find me something that's better than this vehicle right here. So that's what we're doing, folks. Now understand this, since the Great Depression in 1932, the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power, while gold has risen 620%. You know, it's just a funny thing, folks. But here, don't take my word for it again. Third-party documentation is better than anything I could ever provide to you. Let's look and see what the former Reserve Chairman the former Federal Reserve Chairman said, Alan Greenspan. He said, in the absence of the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from the confiscation through inflation. There is no safe store of value, folks. Now, I really want you to understand. Now, just thinking about, I'm going to tell you, just thinking about my aunt, okay, my aunt who was making that statement about the bank account, okay? What this is saying is that she's worked all of her life and and she's so excited about setting up this savings account. You know, you have to wonder, what are we being taught here? This system of debt. Because what this guy is saying is, he's saying that there's no way to protect your savings from being taken from you. Okay, through confiscation. It's being confiscated through inflation, something you can't even see. Okay, other people are passing costs on to you that is raising the cost of the things that you need to sustain life, and you have no choice in it, and it lowers the value of the money that you're saving, folks. Understand, a safe store of value. Let's define it. An asset that can be saved, retrieved, exchanged, and here's the important part: be predictably useful in the future by retaining purchasing power. And that's why we put our money in the bank anyway, isn't it? When we start putting money in the bank, we're looking to retain purchasing power. We want our money to stack up there so we can have a nice retirement, so that we can send our children to college, so that we can do whatever it is that we need to do, just in case something happens, a bad rainy day. You're supposed to have 6 months of reserves in the bank just in case something happens, okay? But understand, because there's no safe store of value, you're losing value. Now, let's just give you an example of what we mean by a safe store of value, okay? In 1950, a Ford pickup truck, you could buy it for about $1,100 or 30 ounces of 24-karat gold. 2017, that pickup truck now, $42,000 or the same 30 ounces of 24-karat gold, folks. Safe store value. What would you rather have? Would you rather have the $1,100, or would you rather have 30 ounces of this right here, okay? 30 ounces of this. I think I'd rather have the gold, wouldn't you? I mean, to me, it's just self-explanatory, you know, and I just love it because I can take myself away from this, and the documentation beats the conversation, folks. How about this, okay? Saving money in gold versus the dollar. In 1971, folks, you could take 1 gram of gold and you can buy 5 loaves of bread with it. That 1 gram of gold, you could also acquire it with $1. That dollar would buy you 4 loaves of bread. But in 1971, something happened. Richard Nixon, former President Richard Nixon, before he resigned to try to get away from being impeached, he took away the gold standard. He took away the safe store value. Okay, so then that allowed the United States to be able to print out money. Okay, the whole economy of the world was based on the US dollar being backed by gold, $1's worth of gold, and it threw the whole economy out of whack, folks. And some believe that this system is a way of the past and is going to fold. What will happen, folks? What will happen if all of a sudden this money, the 2-3% left of value in $1 is no longer available to us? What will we do? Let's look at today, folks. The same gram of gold, 20 loaves of bread. That same 1 gram of gold would now purchase 20 loaves of bread. And what would that dollar now backed by nothing? It can't even buy you a loaf of bread, let alone 2 slices of bread to even make a sandwich with. Okay. Now, again, 1971, another example. Let's just say you saved $1,000 in 1971, folks. That $1,000 today would only have a purchasing power of $165, okay? But that $1,000, it would have bought you 24.6 ounces of gold in 1971. Look what that gold will be worth right now, folks. And again, I just ask you to make the rational decision and make the right decision. What would you rather have, the cash or the gold? And understand what we're talking about, folks. We're not talking about taking extra money and buying gold. We're just talking about taking money that you're already saving in a vehicle, in a lesser vehicle. We're talking about moving fiat currency that has no more value than monopoly money and turn it into real money, as Robert Kiyosaki was talking about, gold, okay? A different currency. All you're doing is exchanging, okay? From money backed by nothing to money backed by gold. It's the reason why the rich are doing it, okay? Now, I mean, just look at what Russia's doing. Russia's selling U.S. debt and buying gold with it, folks. Just look at what they've done since December of 2017. $1.2 billion worth of U.S. treasuries, folks, and they've just been decreasing it more and more and more. But look at what's happened since March. They're getting rid of it and they're buying gold. This is what countries are doing, folks. It's not just Russia. It's China. It's Japan. It's Turkey. Do you know that the United States stores gold in Fort Knox for other countries? But as of late, these countries have been requesting their gold back. They want to store their own gold. Is that because something is about to happen with gold, folks? Some people feel that they're going to have to start backing money again with gold, okay? And if that is to happen, to keep the current state of economy the way it's flowing right now, guess what? Gold is going to have to go through the roof. So doesn't it benefit you to have money saved in gold, to have your currency backed in gold, folks? And we're showing you how to do it with not the 99% of the folks that are priced out of gold right now. If only 1% of the people around the world can acquire and own gold because of the prices that it costs now, what happens when the economy of scale changes and they put more value on that gold so that they can now back and people can keep the same standard of life, folks? I'm telling you, man, we better get some gold. So that's where Karatbars comes into play, folks. What they offer is they offer these 1 gram gold bars. They offer the 2.5 gram gold bars and a 5 gram bar here. Folks, they're 99.9% pure. They're backed by the LBMA accredited refinery, folks. And that's just saying tons, okay? Now, let me just tell you another reason why we're buying and acquiring this gold. Remember, we acquire gold. We write it off because it's a business expense. We use it for advertising. We use it, we give it away in some cases, in a lot of cases. But you can see how it's labeled as you got your advertising on here, the name of your company and what have you. And that's what I'm doing right now is I'm advertising this. I'm using this for my business. I'm displaying it. I show folks what it looks like, the safety features behind it. But here's the thing, folks. We can also acquire free gold. 12 months of consecutive savings, folks. And you can buy 1 gram, you can write it off, you can own the asset. And because you did it for 12 months consecutively, and you've met a few other requirements, guess what? The company will give you another one for free. Okay, now how about that for lowering the price of gold? Free gold and gold that you're writing off. You meet a few more requirements, and guess what? You'll buy 1, write it off, and own the asset, and they'll give you 2. Okay, now you got 3 grams. Okay, folks, it gets gooder and gooder, if you will. You can earn up to 25 grams of free gold every single month, folks. It's the loyalty program, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm excited by it. So, folks, if you do nothing else, make sure that you protect yourself and by hedging your losses through inflation by setting up a free gold savings account. You can get with the person that invited you here. Understand, you want to go in not as a customer. You want to get all of your business benefits and sign up as a free affiliate and set that account up, folks, is a huge thing. Now, this is what I really want to share with you, folks, because everybody on this line, I know, there are some mature folks on this line. You're probably saving money for retirement, for college, for children, for whatever, to buy a home. And understand, we can't keep taking losses like this, folks. Just understand, if you're saving $300 from 1992 to 2012, okay, and you would have saved $72,000. But just by putting that money in the bank, you now will only have $56,000 of purchasing power. You would have lost $16,000 in value just to the decline of paper when it's sitting in the bank. And you say, well, how can that be? How can that happen when I earn interest? Well, folks, you're only earning a fraction of the interest on your money, and they're taxing you on that. Okay, so it's not that much that you're actually making. And then understand, it's that silent creeper, that silent thief of the night, inflation, that is stealing the value from your money. So inflation is somewhere around 3%, and you're making a 1/4% in interest. It doesn't equate, folks. You're taking massive losses. Whereas if you had saved that same money in gold, you would have invested that same $72,000 over that time. But now your purchasing power is well over $236,000. That's a profit of $164,000, folks. Okay, a difference of $180,000. Okay, we can't keep taking losses like that. We wonder why, we can look at black and white sitcoms and wonder why, wow, the parents are always, one parent is always home, the wife is always home, the dad could maintain the household with 1 income. And then all of a sudden, what happened? Now you need 2 incomes. And now you got situations where you got 2 people with 4 jobs. 2 people with 2 jobs equal 2 jobs each, for a total of 4 jobs trying to make ends meet. Why? Because we've got to work to beat this loss right here that nobody's telling us about. We've been taught to put our money in the bank. Man, who came up with that idea? Do you know that banks were originally established to hold your gold. You put your gold in the bank and they gave you a Federal Reserve note. And it was said that you had X amount of dollars worth of gold. So somebody could take that reserve note and bring it back in and get and exchange it for the gold. Okay. But now we're taking money that's worth nothing and putting it in the bank and expecting it to be something when we pull it back out, but it's not backed by anything, folks. It's the sad truth. Now, I understand I just said a whole lot, and I hope maybe I haven't broken anybody's bubbles. I told you something personal about my own family. And but here's the thing. I know that you're going to say, hey, look, let me do some research. Okay, he wouldn't say that, all right? But just understand that you got to know right now that you're researching the researchers, okay? And most of us, the sad part about it is most of our research is pulling up Google, okay? But I guarantee you the LBMA, the Good Delivery Refinery, who certifies all of our gold, okay, that works with the best companies around the world, okay, the 26 different countries around the world that we're doing business in, they've done research, folks. They're not just Googling. They're going in looking at our business practices throughout and around the earth, okay? Understand it's FedEx. We're FedEx's largest international client. We are shipping more gold to the households of families around the world than any other company is shipping their product. So much so that FedEx has an office within our home office in Stuttgart, Germany, to facilitate the delivery of gold all around the world, folks. It's huge, okay? And we are a part of it. Not only that, folks, but man, we haven't even really got into the business side of this thing, folks. We get paid on a MasterCard, okay? Understand, this is a private issue MasterCard, a private issue MasterCard. They don't check your credit or anything like that. You just get your KYC documents approved, you get into business, and they send you this international debit card. We get paid in euros, okay? And understand, euros are more valuable than US dollars. You can take that international debit card, you can take it to China, and you can put it in the ATM, and you can get the yen. You can take it to Europe, you can get the pound or the sterling, what have you, folks. You can take it to the local Wawa right down the street, put it in there, pull out $20, and guess what? The balance is only going to go down 17 to 18 euros because it's valued in euros, and euros are more expensive, folks. I like the way the numbers work. Now, let's just think about this. If you were to try to go and apply for anything with MasterCard, they're going to do a credit check on you, right? So understand, if they're doing business with the business, don't you think they're checking out that business? Absolutely right, okay? Now, the Vatican, year after year after year, what they're doing is they're ordering these gold gram cards in $100,000 quantities, folks. They're putting the Pope's picture on it, and in lieu of selling chicken dinners for fundraisers, what they're doing is they're offering these cards to their parishioners. Those parishioners actually come on to websites like the one that you and I will have for free, a free website to share this opportunity with people, folks. And people are buying the cards and to the tune that has made the Vatican come back and reorder again, folks. It's a huge thing. So thousands of satisfied customers, hundreds of thousands of affiliates worldwide, folks. You're researching the researchers. Understand, it's a great company. They're doing some great things. And it was an awesome thing to be in in Tennessee this weekend, folks, because there was the first stage of a world tour. And man, we got to hear about some of the great things that's happening with this company. And we're just excited, man. We're very, very excited. And I just want to share with you how you get started. I mentioned that you can open up a free gold savings account. Okay, that's one way you can get involved. The other way, folks, is we want to help you. We want to help you spend less, make more, save in gold, and invest the difference, folks. That's what this is all about. This is a wealth movement. We're asking you to get involved with one of the largest organizations of gold savers in the world. Okay, and you can start saving gold today just by acquiring a link from the person that invited you onto this webinar and getting started, setting up that account, and start exchanging your fiat currency for money, currency, cash, gold that is backed by something, folks. Is a great thing. Now, on the other side is you can decide to be a part of this business. Okay, you can decide to invest in the cryptocurrency. Okay, the KCB. But understand, if you decide to get this VIP package, which I just upgraded to the VIP package yesterday, folks, you can see the approximate cost down here in euros, okay? This is an international company. We get paid in international money, euros. Here's the approximate US dollar value price here. And what you're going to get is about 3.1 grams of gold. You're also going to get 920 euros of the new coin, the KBC coin, okay? And understand your package is much like opening up a business franchise. So let's just say you were opening up a Chick-fil-A, okay? So, you know, you're off on Sundays. You got one day off on Sunday. It's a great franchise. It's backed by religious beliefs or what have you. But it's a great franchise, and it's eclipsed actually McDonald's as the #1 franchise. So you say you invest a certain amount of money to actually acquire that franchise because it's going to pay you. You're expecting a certain payout. So with that payout here, what it equates to is about 20% direct commissions. Okay. So if somebody says, hey, you know what, I want to get this very same package that you got right here, then you're going to make 20% of that direct commissions straight away. Okay. Paid out on Friday. Not only that, but there's a cycle system that pays you through a dual team, folks, and it's huge. It's what your team pay. It pays you every 75 units. Okay. And we're going to talk about that. But what this package will pay you is 80 euros per cycle. And this also generates 100 units, okay? So 75 units, 25 on one side, 50 on the other, generates a payment here, and this package alone generates 100 units, okay? So that's the VIP package. The gold package, all right? You can see what it costs here in euros. You can see the US price here, 2.1 grams of gold, 437.5 euros worth of the KBC, 15% direct commission. So this would be like owning a McDonald's, okay? So you're gonna make a little less than with the Chick-fil-A, okay? So you're making 15%. So if somebody say, hey, I wanna get the VIP package, that $2,000 package, what have you, then you'll make 15% of that purchase. You'll make 60 euros per cycle. This package is worth 50 units, okay? Let's go to the silver package, okay? Then this would be like, say, owning a Rita's, okay? You're gonna be closed during the 3 cold months of the year. You know, you're gonna make a little bit less than a McDonald's or a well, kind of a lot less, most likely, really, but than a McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A. It's going to generate 20 units, okay? 10% commission, 40 euros per cycle. You see, it comes with 170 euros per you know, here worth of coin, and it's also going to come with 1.1 grams of gold, okay? Now, here's the last package, and this package is really where if this is all you can do, then it gets you in, okay? You can always, you know, move up in packages later on. You know, you just buy that same package. If you want to, later on, you want a gold package or you want to bump up to VIP, then you pay the $1,300, okay, to do so. Today is the last day where you can pay the difference and bump up. So if you're a silver or bronze, you can bump up. And, you know, that may actually still be open. It was supposed to close today at 6, but you're going to have to get back to the person that invited you here. You also need to know that this package will pay you 5% direct commissions, 20 euros per cycle is worth 5 units. And you're also going to get the coin as well, the KCB, 62.5 euros worth of the coin. It'll come with a 10th of gram of gold, and you can see the price here in US and euro prices here. All of these packages, well, you will have to add a small fee to them, and as well as shipping, okay? So there you have it. You've got the prices there. Also, I just want to let you know that as you go ahead and you take advantage of this straight away, you're also going to get some gift coins, okay? So this is showing with the bronze package, this is how much you're getting, plus 30%. That means you get an extra almost 19 euros worth of the coin. Silver package, you can see here, extra 51 euros of the coin, the gold package, and the VIP package, okay? So you can see that's a substantial savings. And not only that, but when it opens up tomorrow to everyone else, if you decide to purchase like many people did before, we made multiple purchases of the coin. As we learned more and more about it and we saw the demand, we started scarfing it up, okay? So when you do that, after the first, you're gonna actually get a 10% discount on it as well. So let me just very quickly just kind of go over the compensation. I'll give you a couple examples of how the compensation plan works here. So this is showing you as a VIP member. Now, let's just say you go out and you help 3 people get started at the same level of package on one side, okay? And these 2 people on the other side one thing when that does for you folks is it's called 5 and 5. And if you do that within the first 5 weeks, first 15 days or 5 days, it doesn't matter. What it will do is it'll title you to a free upgrade. Okay, you can do that twice in that 5-week period or what have you, and upgrade twice. Okay, but here's the thing, folks, we want to help you get off to a great start. That's what this is all about. So you help 5 people get started, okay, at this level, and you're gonna earn 2,000 euros in commissions, that direct commissions, the 20%, right? Okay, then next you're gonna also earn the you're gonna also earn the dual team bonuses here, the 480 euros for the dual team bonuses. And basically what that is, that's the 75 units, okay? So 75 units, 25 and 50 split. So 25 on this side, 50 on this side, and that's a couple. You got about 4 or 5 or so dual team bonuses, and you add the two together, and now you're at about over almost 2,500 euros in revenue there. So you're already in profit mode, and you've got team members that are also acquiring gold every single month that is adding to the level of commissions that you're making here. Again, with the gold package, it breaks down 15%, 60 euros. We're talking about an extra $900 euros in income when you get this done, folks. It's a huge thing. Now, understand this as well, folks. You know, when you set up that free gold savings account, you know, and you start this business, you are setting up to purchase or exchange your regular currency for euros here, or gold, that a coin or gold, actually physical gold that is worth its weight in gold. You're actually going to, as you assign or sign up as a business owner, rather than having to pay for that gold every single month, you now can use this thing called auto payment. You're in the business. If you earn 200 euros, the company will actually give you a gram of gold and put the difference on your card. $1,000, you'll get 2 grams of gold. Okay, so what this just simply means is a simple way of saying, okay, I'm getting a gram of gold shipped. I'm paying for a gram of gold every month to have it shipped to me. I'm writing it off and I'm owning the gold. But guess what? If I'm building a business, I don't have to pay for that gold. I can acquire it through my own commissions in the business and also get monies deposited onto my international MasterCard, folks. It's a great thing. This is about a system that is helping you acquire gold. It's helping you change your life, make a legacy decision and make a great decision and move from fiat currency into now having something worth something, folks, and that's gold. Understand this, folks. We believe in associations in a tremendous way, and this is myself again, and two of the sharpest guys I know, Lewis and Steve Young. Lewis and Steve Young. Just mix that all up. Steve Coates and Lewis Young, 2 guys that I really, really respect here. But again, we were out for dinner here, meeting with one of the top associates or affiliates on the team, Mr. Mike Dalco. But again, just surrounded by 2 of the top leaders in the game right here, Kevin Robinson and Rodney Roach, okay? So it's about associations. We're just getting started. We've done some phenomenal things in a few months that we've been moving with this, broke some records and just hit some tremendous levels, but it's due to associating with the right people. So understand this, folks. This is something that I'm very, very excited about, is being a member of the Wealth Builders Worldwide Global Director Team. And this isn't something that I did alone. My sponsor did it. Lewis Young sponsored both myself and Steve Coates, and we were able to do this, folks. And what's so exciting is that this is recognition for what we personally do. You know, a lot of times you think that this is team building and things that are like, and we require our team to do so much. But here's the thing. We're not asking you to do anything that we haven't done already ourselves, okay? So if we've done it, we can help you do it, okay? It's about the association. So what we really want to know is who's next up, who's ready to join this organization and move right along with us, folks. We're looking for it. Sterling Russell, okay? This gentleman, the newest person, a part of the team that's hit this level. We want to congratulate him, folks, and understand this is about associations. But basically, there are 3 types of people that look at this program, 3 mindsets after seeing it, folks. The first person says, hey, you know what? This isn't for me. And we understand. We respect that. Maybe you know somebody that it is for. Maybe you want to share that with the person, share that person's name with the person that invited you here today. But also, guess what? Saving in gold, moving, making a great decision to do something with the money that you work so hard for. on a daily basis, that is for everybody. Maybe you want to invest in a coin, let the person know. Make a great decision, folks. It's life changing, and we're talking about legacy wealth here. The second type of person is, hey, you know what? It looks like something I could get involved with if I get my questions answered. So what we want to do is we want to stick around at the conclusion of this webinar and get your questions answered, okay? Because here's the thing. The worst thing we would want you to do is walk out of here and go ask the brokest person you know that knows nothing about this opportunity what they think about buying in gold, okay? And you buy their opinion. Remember, you buy their lifestyle. So we want you to buy the lifestyle of somebody that's having success in this organization, like some of those great people that I showed you in those clips, okay? And remember, those are just a few of the people. We've got people like Angie Gold. We've got people like Earl Dixon. Just folks all over the place. James Marshall, that are just doing phenomenal jobs at helping people see the value in what we're doing here, folks. So here's the thing. The third person says, hey, you know what? I was ready to go when you told me that I can go ahead and set up a gold savings account, start hedging my losses and to inflation by exchanging to a better medium that's backed by gold. I was in. So listen, we're looking for all three types, okay? Get with the person that invited you here. This is the conclusion of our webinar. And what I want to do is I want to stop. Actually, let me do this before I open up for questions, okay? I definitely want to make sure that we promote our what's going on with this organization. The next thing, folks, if you want to see somebody live with this business on Mondays in the Waldorf area, you can see the address down there, the Elite Gymnasium and Recreation Center on Old Washington Road, 925 in Waldorf. You can come out, you can see the best presenters, you can see folks live, people that have been involved, you can touch us, okay? If you need a little bit more than a webinar, we will be doing this webinar again Thursday at 7:30, so we want you to invite anybody that you need to introduce this to either Monday as well or Thursday webinar, okay? Monday live, Thursday 7:30 webinar, Eastern Standard Time. Also, folks, something that we're super excited about is the Let's Go weekend. It's going to be held in Atlanta. It's the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd. It's going to be a great affair. The owner of this company, the CEO of the company, Mr. Harold Sykes, is going to be there. Some of our very own team members are going to be guest speakers there, folks. It's going to be a great time. But even before that, folks, we got the world tour. It's going to be coming right here to Maryland, the BWI Marriott. It's August 11th, and we have to show up strong there. I actually went down to the grand opening of this world tour in Tennessee, and it's going to be off the chain. You need to make sure, I'm telling you, you want to be the person with the most people on your team there. If you are not there, I'm telling you, you got to get there. There's no way you can miss what's coming down from this company. Here you see Mr. Mike Dalco. This gentleman is phenomenal leader. I mean, he's one of the top leaders in the company. He'll be hosting the event. Okay, this is Dirk. I don't even want to mess his last name up, but this is a multi-million-dollar guru in this industry. He's taken every country he's touched and turned them to gold. Now he's working with a gold company, folks. So I can't tell you what's going to happen from there. I'm excited, if you can't tell, and actually probably feeling better than I've been feeling all day long just by talking about this tremendous opportunity. But I'm excited, folks. And with that, I'm going to conclude this webinar. I'm hoping that you guys will tie in to everything. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the record and I'm going to open up for questions. So here's the thing. Many of you